All right, it is the big feature of the night. The ALMS Late Models, Limaland, only stop. Mark Frazier on the pole, Aaron Scott to his outside. Aaron winning last year in Limaland's debut of the ALMS series. We have Jerry Bowersock out of Wapakoneta, Ohio in the 7th hole. Brian Ruhlman, always a strong runner, in 8th. Matt Markham, Rusty Schlenk, who pretty much had the race won last year, starting back in the top 10. Here we go through 13th through 18th. Dan Wallace, Clint Jameson, Dusty Moore, previous track champion in the modifieds at Limaland, Rick DeLong, Casey Noonan, and John Whitney. 19th through 22nd, Dwayne Chamberlain, David Hilliker, Hillard Miller, and Wayne Moffitt Jr. out of Mansfield, Ohio. Going to be an awesome race. Notice on the left are the motor's right chassis as we go through the lineup. And this is it, folks. The guys are ready to rumble. Mark Frazier in the 9F on the pole. Aaron Scott to his outside. We have the in-car cam, and Aaron's car, here it is. Get a clear view. It's going to be a little shaky because a lot of horsepower on these motors. But I'll tell you what, we want to thank Lucas Ford for jumping on board and providing you these awesome shots. And here we go. 25 laps. Late model racing at its finest at Limaland Motorsports Park. Folks, these guys are going to go 3 and 4 wide all night long. Wow, a big shot in the rear from Troy Caterine into Mark Frazier. Gets him crossed up, and we're watching as Aaron Scott powers his way down the front straightaway and past Mark Frazier. And he's going to grab the lead going down the back straightaway. Mark Frazier falls back into second. Caterine in third. Now he gives up third to Wayne Chin. Wayne Chin making a move forward now on the back straightaway. Look at these guys, 3 and 4 wide. I'll tell you what, that is an awesome sight. You got to come and see this in person as they make their way around the racetrack. It is a sight to behold, these late models at Limaland. The track looking really racy. Aaron Scott still with a nice lead, maintaining that over the 9F of Mark Frazier. Mark Frazier racing with us tonight, and he is out of Chillicothe, Ohio. Drives a Moss-powered Rayburn. Mark Frazier is a CPA and Money Concepts Financial Planning Budweiser, helping him get to the racetrack. And I'll tell you what, he's putting on a great show, trying to chase down our leader, Aaron Scott. Farther back in the pack, we have some great racing. The 55 there, that is, 53, that is Hillard Miller out of Defiance, Ohio. Stevens and Hall powering that Rayburn race car. Wayne Chin making the move up underneath Mark Frazier now. That is your second place car, is Wayne Chin, the 1WC. Wayne Chin out of Tip City, Ohio. Jim Chin, the car owner, he's a Dargy-powered rocket chassis. Irwin Chrysler Jeep and Coulter Pallet and Container helping Wayne Chin field that car. And I'll tell you what, strap yourselves in. This is going to be an awesome show between Wayne Chin and our leader, Aaron Scott. We got a car spun. Oh no, Troy Caterine. Things going south for him in a hurry. Up front, starting in the 3rd spot. We're going to go back to a restart right now. It is Aaron Scott, Wayne Chin on your restart, followed by the 56 of Zach Carney. Zach Carney out of Mooresville, Indiana. Pro Power under the hood and a Rayburn chassis. Carney trying to put some pressure on Wayne Chin. Not working, and we fall back in line with the order being Aaron Scott in first, Wayne Chin in second, Zach Carney sitting in third, and still Mark Frazier in the 9F holding on to that 4th spot. Here they come off the corner. What a great view. You just got to love that. I mean, if you don't like that, you're not a race fan. I'm just going to have to tell you that. We're back inside Aaron Scott's car. Watch him work that wheel. He goes in the corner, gets the rear end brought around, tries to chase the rear end by turning the car right as he works his way through the corner. Back up to the cushion he goes, and we're running 2 distinct lines here. Notice Wayne Chin and the 56 of Zach Carney working the low side. Carney about a half a car width higher than Wayne Chin, but Wayne really working the bottom, whereas Aaron Scott continues to be hard on the gas and leaning on that cushion as he goes through both corners. Of a collection of cars down there, once again, Troy Caterine's luck just continues to go south. He's involved also with the 21 car, and that is David Hilliker out of Hinckley, Ohio. Pro Power in Hilliker's car with a rocket chassis, universal rack, and Hilliker glass. sponsors on David Hilliker, and they're getting airtime, but not the way they want it. We go back racing. Once again, a pair of ones up front. Aaron Scott continues to lead. Wayne Chin working the low side under pressure now by Zach Carney, who's really just glued to his bumper as they work their way on the bottom side of the track. And it looks like the 9F of Mark Frazier has also chosen to go down there and work the low side. But things working very well for Aaron Scott up high. Matter of fact, Aaron Scott out of Bluffton, Ohio. Shane Halcomb is the car owner. Not going to tell us who the motor is, but it is a rocket chassis under their J's on the side of this car, along with professional drywall and Subway. Chin trying to work underneath. Can he pull it off coming off the corner? No. Too much momentum on the high side by Aaron Scott. Aaron continues to lead this race. I'll tell you what, quite an impressive array of driving going on out there. These drivers are high, low, in between. Cars are sliding all over the place, and I'll tell you what, how they get around here going 3 and 4 wide is an absolute mystery, but that's why they're professionals. It's why they tour across the Midwest and put on great shows like this for crowds everywhere. It is the Sunoco American Late Model Series. Do a lot of racing in Michigan and down here in Ohio, and if you're at a racetrack and they come near you, I highly suggest you go see these guys. They put on a great show. The fans at Limaland love them. Wish we could have them here more, but they have a very tight schedule and they're loyal to the tracks they've been racing at, and we're just happy to have them once a year at Limaland. The 77, that's John Whitney trying to get on the outside of the 53 of Hillard Miller, and that's racing farther back in the pack for right around 7th, 8th, and 9th place. That is a spinning car. That's Sean Negengard parked down there. Sean Negengard. Sean out of, looks like Sean from Osgood, Indiana. Dargy powered Rayburn in there. CJ Rayburn race car is part of his sponsors, along with Scott Engler Trucking and Wayne's Meats. Check out the restart from inside the car. Hopefully the driver's vision isn't as blurred as that is. Unfortunately, so much vibration, this really screws up the in-car cam's self-stabilizing mechanism, but hopefully we get to get those problems sorted out for you. But certainly Lucas Ford's showing you what it looks like. Keep your eyes on the driver's arms as he works that car through the corner. Wayne Chin just not coming up with a solution for dealing with Aaron Scott. Scott will show him the inside going into the corner, but way too much momentum on the high side for Aaron. Although Wayne Chin doing an excellent job of working the throttle on the low side. Very easy to spin the tires when you're down low, and for Wayne to stay there lap after lap, it shows you the level of professionalism Wayne Chin has. Awesome driving here tonight by all these guys, and certainly excited to have the World Outlaws coming to Limaland this year. It is the Brad Doty Classic, World Outlaws Sprint Cars, and we'll see a whole nother level of professionalism as those folks walk in, and I'll tell you what, show you how much and how important the World Outlaws Sprint Car Series is to the United States and the viewers across the country. Outdoor Channel making it to Limaland to tape that show and air it. So that's a big deal for Limaland Motorsports Park. A big deal for David Hilliker, as he is on the infield. He's spun again. Aaron Scott back to the green. We're running out of laps here, folks. It's not going to be too much longer, and we're going to find out who's going to win this race. Wayne Chin making a move on the inside. Still not enough bite coming off that corner for Chin to get up underneath him. He's got to count on a bobble up high by Aaron Scott if he's going to make this work. And it could happen. You know, when the drivers go up to the top and lean on the cushion like that, one mistake, you get that rear tire up over that cushion, and you lose forward bite immediately. So we're going to keep an eye on what happens here as we wind down the laps in this ALMS Late Model feature. Working our way through turn 2. Looks like Aaron Scott now starting to make up some ground and distance himself from Wayne Chin. White flag for Aaron Scott, and he's out now to a comfortable 4-car lead. Here he comes down the back straightaway. Stand up, give him a hand. Applaud this man, folks. He led, literally, start to finish. He collects the checkered flag. It is Aaron Scott, back-to-back wins at Limaland Motorsports Park. Last year's Eldora champion. He's giving his crew the thumbs up. He's happy. Wayne Chin, very great race from Rain. Unfortunately, didn't pan out for him for first place win, but second place will earn him some nice points. And you look farther back into the field. Troy Caterine started up front, just had the whole race unravel on him. just didn't work out for Troy. And